Hi, welcome back to HU16. I have Emily Nix, the editor-in-chief for the Bison paper here today. Would you like to tell us a little bit about the paper that's going to come out tomorrow? What to be looking forward to?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. Thanks for having me, Ethan. So tomorrow we have some information on lectureship because, of course, Family Weekend's happening this weekend. I think most students are aware of that, but most students may have forgotten that after Family Weekend ends, Sunday night kicks off Harding's 96th annual lectureship. So it's a huge event from Sunday to Wednesday. Thousands of visitors will be on campus. There's a lot of moving parts to make this event work, and it's been being planned for over a year. So our top story on the front page is some of the behind the scenes of lectureship, what makes that event work, and how does it come together. But that's not all. We've got a lot of other great stuff. We've got some fun features, including sophomore Jada Robinson, who has recently found some fame on social media. She is pretty popular on the new platform TikTok. She's well on her way to 50,000 followers. And so we talk a little bit with her about what that's like, how she keeps up with it. And the great thing is, if it piques any of our readers' interest about what TikTok is and how to work with it, we have tips and tricks on how to get their own TikTok following in our lifestyle section. So that's a lot of fun. There's some great opinions content, of course, and then sports is a really heavy hitter this section. We, of course, look at the upcoming home Harding football game against Henderson State. It's going to be a good one. A lot of teams and a lot of other players are really interested to see who comes out on top and how that's going to affect the rest of the season. So it's going to be a good game. It's a good story on that. And fans of HU16 would particularly be interested in opening the sports section because we actually have a story on you guys and how y'all cover all the sports. So it's a really great issue. I'm really excited about it.
That's really cool. That sounds like such a really interesting process of gathering stories together. And I'm sure it's pretty stressful at times putting together and getting ready for deadlines. For example, getting the paper ready tomorrow. What's that deadline process look like every time y'all put out a paper?
Yeah, so it can be stressful for sure. And of course, for the week leading up to our deadlines, we are all doing different parts. We have photographers taking photos, we have our reporters writing, and then Wednesday night, most of our staff comes together for our deadline night. And that's when we take all of our separate pieces and put them together. It can be stressful. It's a pretty long process, but luckily we have a lot of fun people on staff. We have people who are wanting to do a good job and wanting to go until we finish. And last night we had some pizza, we had some cupcakes, and we made it really fun. So it's a lot of work, but it's worth it.
That's wonderful. Now, Emily, you've been at this for a little bit now, working with the paper, and you're the editor-in-chief. Tell us a little bit of what that involves and what your responsibilities are like.
Sure. So being editor-in-chief means that I help oversee everything that goes into the paper. So everything from content and making sure we have stories pitched to making sure those are being delegated and reported on. And then Wednesday night, of course, we're reading through everything, giving the final okay, making sure everything's great. And it could be a really hard job, but luckily I've got such a great staff that does such great work. It's a lot of fun.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Nothing like a good team that brings together a project to fruition.
Oh, for sure.
But, Emily, thank you so much for coming by. We really appreciate your efforts here at the paper.